What's going on, everybody? Do you have the looks that kill? How's everybody doing? Good to see everybody in here. Fluff, man. I was asking Robbie, can you guys hear me? When I was at Spooky Empire, I was looking all over for you, man. Because one of the first people I ran into was Robbie. And I ran into Mia. But I was just like, where's Fluff? Where's Fluff? I was even asking them, where's Fluff? And I got there late. Like at like 3 in the afternoon, something like that. But I don't know when you left. Okay? But man, I hate that I missed you, Fluff. I hate that I missed you. Okay? What's up, everybody? How's everybody doing? I want to thank all of you for... to me, it's an impossible... In my mind, it was always an impossible task of getting to 50,000 subscribers. It was never even a goal, really. It just... I guess it just kind of snuck up on me or something like that. But... yeah, it's pretty awesome. It's pretty awesome. That's something that I definitely don't take lightly, and more importantly, would not be possible without you fine people. You know, you fine people there in the chat first and foremost. You guys, some of you I've known for quite a few years now, so it's awesome. You know, it's something that I share with you guys. Because again, it would not be possible without you. You know? And I definitely wanted to do some sort of celebration. You know, to kind of, I guess just to say thank you. Just to say thank you. It just so happens, like, right after I hit 50,000, some drama comes up in the freaking horror community. It never fails. We're going to get to that, though. Don't worry. And, you know, one thing I'm really happy about is that most of the people I see in there right now, I recognize. Because you do get... some people, they just want drama. They come in, they check out the drama, and then they get the hell out of Dodge. But I don't know. Like, I notice just nothing but... you find people in there that I see every time I do a stream, and that means the world to me. Okay, and we will get to the drama. I'm gonna tell you right now, to you guys. You can tell I'm nervous. I don't like drama. I hate it. I'm not built for it. Like, I'm not even built for it. Like, mentally, emotionally, I just don't deal with it well. I wish I did, but I don't. So. Maybe that's why I've always kept quiet about it. I really don't discuss it if I can get away with it. But, you know, sometimes I guess you do need to say something. And after I tell you what I'm going to tell you, you might think it's not a big deal at all. And it's probably not. But we'll get there. I need to relax a little bit, though, okay? I need you guys to calm me the fuck down. I guess that's what I'm needing right now, all right? Let me say hellos first. Ronnie Jonathan, Frank Riker, what's up, brother? Colin Murdy, Jason, Born Slippy, Destiny, how are you doing? Tom Ungren, David Catone, Tyshawn, what's up, brother? David Caps, Miss Carter, Polly, Chester, I saw Chester in there earlier, man. He was an early lurker. I appreciate it, Chester. Al Suspiria, Alonzo Smith, Bobby Hall. What's up, Bobby? Dude, I haven't seen you in a while. Nice to see you. Bobby's got his own Halloween 6 cut, guys. Colin Murdy, Craig, Trina, Andy, Apathy, Dave Vanderhoff, the guy who, look, you can see a couple of Dave Vanderhoff things behind me. That freaking tombstone right there. I can't believe he made that. He made that damn tombstone. That's awesome. And that Halloween 4 mask back there. Deadhead. Time for a nice cold one. Oh my God. Something just fell. What was that? Oh, I know. Oh my God. I think something fell because it wanted me to show it to you. Okay, hold on just a sec. It's funny. It's Jason or it's Freddy Krueger. My Freddy Krueger picture, which I just got at Spooky Empire with Heather Langenkamp. She was so sweet. She signed that, but yeah, it just fell. It just fell. There was something. Oh yeah, hold on. I want to show you guys this. This is so cool. And don't look at the hole in the back of my jeans. All right, I'm watching you guys. Yeah, maybe it was a ghost, Destiny. I don't know. I saw Beth in there too. So, I got this script. A buddy of mine, James Kipling, sent this to me. This is, and I'm going to answer a question for you guys that you guys were asking on the last, what was that Spooky Empire vlog I did and the horror pack. I got this script. This is the script for the original Halloween. Okay? And there's 3 signatures on it. And the ink color is like there's black. There's like a permanent marker. There's blue ink for the other 2. The permanent marker is Nick Castle. The blue ink is Jamie Lee Curtis at the bottom. And this is where I almost shit my pants. Donald Pleasance. And so I immediately reached out to James and I said, James, is this like legit? Because he got this at a convention, and so it's a what did he call it? Like a digital reprint. They like color reprint it. So it's not the actual the wet ink signatures, but it's like a reprint signature. But I was excited just because I got the script for the original Halloween because I've always wanted to read this, and I was actually talking to Christian Hanna. Because check out his video, guys, by the way. He just put out a video, 10 things you didn't know about the first Halloween. I didn't know 9 of them. And you know the Halloween fan I am because he read that book, Taking Shape. Man, I need to read that book now because there's so much information in there that he says he didn't know about. Brandon Tabata, what's up, brother? So, but he did say he's read the original script and there's a lot of differences. So I'm looking forward to reading this. I'm gonna make a video too once I read this. And does that sound annoying as fuck? All right, Davis Ray Bell, what's up, brother? What's up, River? How are you doing? See, you guys are already calming me down. Brandon, how you doing, Brandon? The Beldam. Let me put that back. All right. All right, what's everybody drinking? Let me give you the schedule tonight outside of the getting some things off my chest. Chris Snyder says, extremely annoying. See, and that's what I love about you guys. Complete honesty. It's awesome. We're going to do like a Q&A portion, but this is not going to be like a full-on Q&A for 2 hours, all right? I'm not that interesting. And then I got a couple of news stories that I want to share with you guys. One is involving Jason Blum and the Nightmare on Elm Street franchise, which I found really interesting. And then the other one is a possible sequel to Texas Chainsaw Massacre, that movie that half of you guys hated and half of you guys loved, and there's no middle ground. I was on the love side. Hey, tell me, give me your rating for Tila. You are such a sweetheart. Love you, Tila. Give me your rating for the latest Texas Chainsaw Massacre movie out of 10. Okay? Curious to see what you guys think. All right? Because maybe it was expectations. Uh-oh, hold on. I got another super chat up here. Maybe it'll pop up. Yeah, Arthur Vega. Let me see if it pops up. It should pop up. Here it is. Okay. Hey, Lee, just dropping in to say enjoy the channel. Random question. Which Halloween movie you think has the audience, question whether Michael... Hold on. Let me see. If I click on that and... There we go. Halloween movie you think best has the audience question whether Michael Myers is supernatural or not. So I think what he's saying is which movie definitely, when you walk out of that movie, you're like, oh yeah, he's definitely supernatural. And that question is probably, and you guys answer this question too, okay? I'm going to say Halloween 2. Halloween 2. Beth says 0.00001. Okay. Because if you remember in Halloween 2, he literally gets shot in both eye sockets. He walks through a double glass door. Yeah, I mean, those two things alone right there pretty much tells you that he's supernatural. And Trina brings up a good point there because she says David Gordon Green says he is not, which I don't know what angle he's trying at there. I mean, that's bullshit. It's complete bullshit. Because, yeah, and I was going to say Halloween 6, but no. I mean, pretty much Halloween 2. And really, even if you look at the first movie, I mean, he gets shot 6 times, falls off a balcony, and gets up like it's nobody's business. So, I mean, that's at the very end of the movie. Which is kind of cool because it's good that they didn't... Because throughout the whole movie, I can imagine the first time they saw Halloween, they probably were thinking, it's just a normal guy. And maybe that makes it scarier for some people, and I understand that. But then when he gets up, that's like, whoa, holy shit. So there's something more to this guy. That was kind of the twist of the first movie. We never think about that now because there's been 12 movies. So, yeah. Let me open my monster here. Okay. 6 times. 6 times in the hot. Okay. I do have funnies for you too. Uh-oh, what's Levi doing? What's up, buddy? What you doing? There you go. Okay. Let's see. Let me read some of your comments right here real quick. Oh, holy shit. Let me let that catch up. Okay, David Gordon Green is smoking that honesty. I'm afraid they fucked it up. Andy E. I don't know if he's talking about Halloween Kills. Man, now, guys, I think Halloween Kills might be the one Halloween movie that enraged people the most. You know, like even over Resurrection. Like Resurrection, people just kind of laugh at it. But Kills, like, I mean, I've seen people just flat out want to throw shit, you know, at Kills. They hate it that much. They get butthurt, and I probably get butthurt too about it. So I'm guilty too, but I think that was the interesting thing about Kills. A lot of people got really, really frustrated with it. And I've watched the movie now like probably 6-7 times or something like that. And if I got to be honest, it's not perfect, but it really does a few things that I like really love in a slasher movie. One is Myers looks amazing. 2, it delivers on the promise that he is completely obliterating anything in his path. Like, he is just a monster. And just from that alone, I was like, well, I'm kind of happy. I'm kind of happy. And then it had this final act that just blew my fucking balls off. Like, I was like, oh my God, they just gave me one of my favorite final acts. If you guys watched my ranking of the final acts, I put Kills at number 2, I think, 2 or 3. It's amazing. It's amazing. If you know Freddy's going, let me, hold on. I got another super chat. Hold on. Okay. Kevin Riley, thank you, good sir. He says, if you know Freddy's going to kill you, but you decide to off yourself instead before Freddy gets to you, does Freddy have a right to your soul? That is a question I never thought I would ever get. And it's an interesting question. Hold on, let me think about this. Because you would have to off yourself, obviously, before you go to sleep. If you know Freddy's going to kill you, but you decide to off yourself instead before Freddy gets to you. So what do you kill? You can't kill yourself in your dream, though, right? You know, I don't think you can do that, guys. So you would have to just give up before you even go to sleep. I don't know the direct answer to that, but I think that would be so damn unsatisfying to the viewing public to watch a character just kill himself before he even goes to sleep. You'd be like, fuck that guy, you know? Yeah, so does Freddy have a right to your soul? That's Kevin's question, though. No, I don't think so. I guess kind of because you kind of beat him to the punch, right? Brandon, let me see. Hold on. And you guys are rolling. Jesus. Jonathan Wilder, can you review Dead Silence? I've been asked to review Dead Silence by quite a few people, so I might just have to go ahead and do it. Tiff, how are you doing? Nice to see you in here. George Hellman, yeah. George says the extended kills is an improvement with gore, but I can see why they changed the ending. Yeah, after watching the extended version, I kind of settled in on the theatrical. I think I prefer the theatrical. I don't think I'll ever watch the extended cut again. I just have no need to watch it. You know, I think there's a couple little scenes in there that kind of drag the runtime out, like Karen going into the room and seeing her husband laying there when it's already been established that she finds out he died. You had the moment where she's grieving. Okay, we're good. Move on. So I think, just stuff like that wasn't really needed. There was the kills. Like, how much more kills do you need? Because honestly, I didn't even notice any extra violence in the movie because the movie is extremely violent anyway. So, yeah. I'll be theatrical from here on out. Plus the ending. The ending doesn't really match up with what's probably going to be in ends. So, yeah. Chester says, Lee, once again, congrats on 50K. Also, besides the Halloween franchise, do you have other franchises in mind? Are you asking me, like, what other franchises I really like, Chester? Because I would say Nightmare's my second favorite, for sure. The thing about the Nightmare franchise is the movies that are good are fucking amazing to me. Probably more than any other franchise. And then the movies that are bad are really bad. That's just the way it is, I guess. Friday is, I think, the most consistently fun franchise out of the big three. So I guess all three franchises have their strengths that I like more than the others. Halloween just happens to be my favorite of the three because I find Myers the most interesting. Because of his relationship with Loomis and all that, the evil and all that. That's yeah. Already getting. Yeah, I knew it. There's some. That's why I stress this out a little because I knew there'd be people. They want to come right in. They just want the drama, and then they want to leave. Fuck that. Okay. The only reason I'm even going to talk about this stuff is because I think it needs to be said. All right? It needs to be said. But, yeah, we'll get there. Mega Cat saw Elvis. Was so good. Yeah, Elvis really surprised me because I'm an average Elvis fan. And I went into the movie thinking it was going to be just okay. Just because, I'm one of those guys, if I know everything about a subject, and I feel like I know a lot about Elvis from growing up in a family that, Elvis was a big part of. I've seen some Elvis content documentaries, through the years. Even some movies. So I just didn't think there would be anything new in there that would grab a hold of me. But the thing that worked so well was Austin Butler's performance, which was flat out amazing. And Baz Luhrmann's direction. It felt very, very, very fresh. Lindsay's in here. All right. So I would highly, highly recommend you guys go check out Elvis. I'm wondering what the box office for it's going to be. this weekend? I don't know. Because have you guys saw anything about the box office? I don't know if I would imagine it's going to be a hit, because that's just a crowd pleaser, you know. I think Beth saw Elvis. She liked it, so yeah. But yeah, all right. I'm gonna do this super chat, and then we're gonna get into the stuff that I hate talking about, but. Nick, Lost River Drive-In, what's up, brother? He says, just want to say Lee is the real deal. Having collabed a few times, he is as genuine and rad as he seems to be. You're always got a fan in me. Thank you so much, Nick. I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that. And guys, check out his channel, Lost River Drive-In. I like Nick because he's the type of guy, he can literally just park a camera in front of him and just talk, you know, for days about a movie without missing a beat. And he's very well informed. He's intellectual, and you know he keeps it interesting. So I think he's one of those guys where like I like to throw him on when I'm like driving and I just listen to him. He's got a very calming voice too, Nick. I'm not hitting on you, Nick. I swear to God. Oh, okay. I got one more super chat and then we'll get into the stuff. The stuff. Where do you place the Scream franchise? Among franchises, probably... that's from Rich Smeck. Thank you, Rich. Scream, I would say... maybe 4... no, maybe 5. I'd say maybe 5th place, because you got Halloween, you got Nightmare, you got Friday. Final Destination, I really do enjoy that franchise. So yeah, Scream's probably 5. And don't get me wrong, I love Scream. It's really, really fun. Okay? Really, really fun. All right. Okay. So anyway, let's get into this. I'm gonna go freeform on this. Okay, I'll start it off with this. Few days ago, I got a DM from a good friend of mine. Sean, I'll cover those super chats as soon as I'm done getting through this, okay? Because I just want to get through this. Okay. Yeah, a couple days, really good friend of mine messaged me, DM'd me. He told me about a stream that happened a few days ago. And I can tell you right now, the stream is down. They have taken the stream down, okay? In the stream... these 3 guys are chatting it up, and they start talking about and I'm paraphrasing here, the bigger wigs in the horror community. They said some pretty harsh things. Like, I mean, some of it was, I'm just going to say it, offensive. Some of the wordage, the verbiage that they used was downright uncalled for and offensive and disgusting. And I'm not going to say the channels that they mentioned, but I will say there was one channel that they spoke of in a positive light, and that was mine. That was like the first channel they mentioned. And right away, I was just like, oh boy, here we go. Because I don't want to be connected or tied to that, you know? And I could see how some might get the misconception that because they saw me in a positive light that I am somehow connected to them. You know, I will put this out there right now. I don't know who these people are. I don't remember ever talking to them. I shouldn't even have to say that. But yeah, like what you like, okay? But I just need to put this out there. I definitely don't condone this shit that they were saying, and it was flat out fucking disgusting. But you know, immediately I knew that some people would start thinking that I had something to do with it, or not that I had something to do with it, but that they were probably part of my followers or part of my subscribers or viewership or whatever. Guys, I'm a really fucking busy man. I don't have time to keep track of who's following me all the time, who's liking or disliking my content. I don't have the time to keep up with it all. I will tell you up front, I have a lot of haters. There are a lot of people that I have blocked that don't like me at all. And just so you guys know, completely fine with that. I don't have a problem with people not liking me. And especially when you get to a certain level in YouTube and you start building a platform, it's just part of the game. You're going to have people that dislike you. And you're going to have people that, love you, to like almost love you too much. And that can be uncomfortable too. There's sides to both of it. So that's the big thing that I wanted to put out there, is that I knew nothing about this stream until my friend told me. And, he just said, hey, you might get some heat about this. So I just wanted to put it out there for you and let me say this too, because a lot of you guys probably haven't seen this stream. Okay. I didn't listen to all this stream. I listened to probably maybe 15, 20 minutes of it. And after that, I just couldn't stand it anymore. What they were saying was really fucking rude about one of the channels. And I think opinions are opinions. And I'm not saying it was a crime for them to make the stream and give their opinions on bigger channels that they like or don't like. No, there's nothing wrong with that whatsoever. And it would have been fine if they lumped me into, channels that they hate. And by the way, some of these channels that they mentioned, I'm friends with, really good friends with. So, but then they started getting, I'll say, I think just one of the people started getting really, really, really fucking nasty about the shit that he was saying. I was actually going to say the words that he said, two in mind that he said, but I don't even know if YouTube would let me say the words. I'll just say, one of them is like a mentally challenged type word, but he used the R word. And then the other one, he used he made fun of people that are gay, okay, with a very derogatory word. And I don't want to be associated with that shit at all. And I will say this too. If you are a fan of my channel, and if you like my channel and you choose to use that shit, that verbiage, get the fuck out. Go ahead, delete my channel, and I have no place for you in my channel. I don't condone that behavior. This is a safe space, I guess, as you would call it. I want my audience to feel comfortable, and I love all my audience, and I don't care what your sexual orientation is. I don't care what you believe in. I don't care what your religion is. I don't care what your political affiliation is. I'm here to talk to you about horror. That's the big thing. And if you want to be racist, or if you want to say shit that is offensive to others, there's no place for it here. Go to somewhere else, okay? Go somewhere else. It's Pride Month. Thank you, Alonzo. There you go. So I did put some notes here because I want to make sure I cover all my bases. But the one thing I definitely want to foot stomp here, guys, is I don't condone the shit that they're saying. I wish they didn't like my fucking channel. Fuck off. Go fuck yourself. Seriously. Don't ever watch my channel again. That's really what I want to say. And I'm sure you'll see this. Am I being clear? Because that's all I want at the end of the day. When you leave this stream, oh shit, okay, I know how Lee feels about this particular subject right now, okay? Let me go through here and see if I did make some notes. I just want to make sure. Okay. One note that I did make was some of the stuff, because they were really harping on one channel in particular. If you want to give a critique on any channel, as soon as you start name calling, you automatically discredit yourself. you automatically discredit yourself, you know? So I think that's where this person, and I'm trying to remember back, out of the 3 people, I think it was one person that was really, really, really out of line. But if you don't like a channel, that's fine. And there's nothing wrong with stating it publicly. But just be respectful, I guess, about it. Because if you know what goes into creating a channel, to the work that you have to put into it, it ain't easy. And you know what? If you're successful, then you've built some sort of a brand. And when you build a brand, there's people that aren't going to like you. It's the nature of the fucking beast, okay? That's why I said there are so many people that don't like my channel at all, okay? I think I've said pretty much everything I want to say. I will say this, and I'll restate this. I've received consistent name-calling, false accusations, threats. Yes, I have received threats. My family has been threatened in the past. And the way I handle that is I block and I move on. You know, I don't let drama run my life. And that's just the way I choose to deal with it. I choose to not acknowledge it, okay? But I guess the reason I wanted to acknowledge this was because my name was attached to some disgusting behavior, okay? And I can't stand for that. I can't stand for that. All right? Yeah, so that's pretty much my part of it. I did talk to Lindsay about this today. She said she had a statement that she wanted to get out there as well. Lindsay and I have been friends for a long, long time. We've been through some shit together. That's all I will say. And luckily we came out the other side of it, you know? And I value her friendship to death. And I think we've learned a thing or two from each other. We have. So she asked me if I could read this, and I said, absolutely I will. So did you ask me, Lindsay, or did I say you will let me read this? Did I force you? I might have forced her. I'm not sure. I don't think I did. Okay. 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 All right. I'm reading Lindsay's statement right now. Okay. In regards to the recent drama, a live stream within the community directly involving people I know and having previously associated with. This behavior is atrocious and is single-handedly destroying our horror community. Thank you for saying that right there too. It's sad because I think the horror community is one of the greatest communities on YouTube. When it's good, it's amazing, and most of the time it's good. It really is. I would say a very small percentage of the horror community has been bad for me. I think that's why I'm still here 7 years later, because I love you motherfuckers so much. When I go to Spooky Empire, you know, when I go to conventions, just meeting horror fans and talking about movies and stuff that normal people don't understand. It's just wonderful. It's wonderful. So, yeah. Okay, I'm going to keep reading hers. Okay, it says, regardless of my feelings for certain people, there is absolutely no rhyme, reason, or justification for the conversations I heard in that stream and the retaliation I subsequently viewed later on Twitter. You don't have to like someone. Whatever reason you have is valid to you and you only. Publicly taking up your own space to give attention to someone you're not a fan of is a disservice to yourself and only gives them more attention. I found myself guilty of this before, and that is why I feel I can say that it truly only makes things worse. And I can relate to that. You know, I've done some things that I'm not proud of in the past either. We are all human beings. Nobody is perfect. We get up, we put our pants legs on one leg at a time. Some people can actually put both legs on at the same time. It's amazing. But no, seriously though, we're all human beings. We're not perfect. I have made horrible fucking mistakes in my life, okay? I'll admit that right now. But we're human beings. We're not perfect, all right? Okay, furthermore, you are unapologetically dragging the creators you do like into the conversation by even mentioning them in the same breath. Thank you. Straight in front of the firing squad. Have respect for your peers and those you look up to or value. It will go a long way. That's a great fucking point, Lindsay. Okay. As for the language used, this isn't just the way you talk. It's, I'm trying to, Lindsay, I'm not smart. It's, ableist, homophobic, and archaic. Vitriolic slang verbiage is outdated and unacceptable, especially in a community that accepts and welcomes fans from all walks of life. Had anyone agreed with anything you had said, you lost your audience and credibility once you chose to express yourself that way. It's 2022. Stop. Fucking right. That's what I said earlier. If you have an opinion about anything, about a channel, there's a way to make people respect what you're going to say. But if you let stupid shit fall out of your fucking mouth, you've automatically discredited yourself across the board. Across the board. I wouldn't be doing this live stream if you wouldn't have said those stupid fucking things that came out of your mouth. Okay. Lastly, retaliation, grudges, and witch hunts are precisely the reason, and many others, have walked away from people in this community. You are not a martyr. You are a bully. Retaliation is counter poison, and poison breeds more poison. Remember, we can coexist without having to converse. I sincerely hope that one day this will all be a thing of the past. And she leaves a quote here by Yomo Kenyatta. Says, I have no intention of retaliation or looking backwards. I love that. We are going to forget the past and look forward to the future. Can I fucking read that again, please? Let me read that again. I have no intention of retaliation or looking backwards. We are going to forget the past and look forward to the future. There we go. Well said. Oh, God, I did it. It felt good. It's over. Okay. Yeah. Thank you, Lindsay, for sharing your statement on that. And again, just to reiterate, I have no affiliation with these people whatsoever. I don't condone their behavior. It's disgusting. I never will. I love you guys. Seriously. Okay. Let me take a drink of my Monster. Jesus. Do we want to do funnies now? Woo, man, that was something else. That was something else. Yes. Okay. All right, now let's fucking party! Okay, here we go. Yep, let's move forward with a great stream is what she said. That's right. We might need some fun. Yeah, you know what? Destiny's right. Let's do some funnies, okay? Let's do some funnies. Shake it off, people. Shake it off. Here we go. Okay. Wake me up before you go. There we go. Okay. Let's get some wham up in you. Did you hear that? You see how I did that? Okay. Cool. Love you, Mike and Jay. All right. All right. Let's go funnies. Okay. Boy, it's fucking hot, isn't it, guys? Am I right? It's hotter than a hoochie coochie. Well, way down yonder on the Chattahoochee, never knew what that muddy water did to me. But I learned how to swim and I learned who I was. A lot about living and a little about love. I like that. A lot about living and a little about love. Any Alan Jackson fans in there? I like Alan Jackson. Yeah. It's too late to be drinking energy drinks. Buddy, you're crazy. You're crazy, Tom Ungren. You're fucking beautiful is what you are. There you go. It is, guys. What's the temperature? Lindsay, I heard up in Canada it's like over 100 degrees now. Is that right? It's, guys, Friday. I shit you not. I was at work. I work outside most days, and I think the heat index was 152, and yeah, Satan's titty, and I literally had sweat from head to toe. My shirt, my pants. I work in an apartment complex and there's a pool there. You would think that I jumped in the pool. You would think that I jumped in the pool for sure because, I mean, there was not a dry spot on me. It was miserable. It was miserable. Lindsay says she burned her feet walking across the driveway today. Get this. I was putting stair treads on, just wooden pieces of wood, wooden pieces of wood. Stair treads, okay? Wooden stair treads. I was putting those on, and I had my drill, I had my screws, and I had like this pry bar. Everything I touched burned me. It was that, and so I had to constantly keep trying to find little shade spots to keep my tools and that's just not normal. So yeah, it's pretty damn hot out there right now. This might be like record setting. I don't know. Okay. Oh, I got super chats. Okay, thanks, Destiny. MC Huber says, I have 2 special needs children who watch your channel and love it. Thank you for the words and making this a safe community. Thank you so much, MC. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Man, I love messages like that. That is beautiful. And tell your children that they are awesome and tell them that I really appreciate them. Okay? Thank you. Sean Sheridan, did I get this one? He says, congrats on 50K, Drumdums. Do you think England should come back as Freddy? Personally, I think we need a clean break and reboot. Man, I'm glad you asked that because I'm going to be covering that story tonight, Sean. So the Jason Blum story, and he wants Robert Englund to come back. We're definitely going to be covering that. But I'll tell you, I'll give you my short answer. My short answer is I don't know, and I'm being dead honest because if Robert Englund does come back, that's not a bad thing in my eyes. If he's healthy, and because he's gonna be wearing burn makeup, and there's no better Freddy Krueger than Robert Englund, and the guy's still kicking really good. He's still got his vocal register. So if you tell me Robert Englund's gonna do another Freddy movie, I'm still jumping for joy. Now, if you tell me that he's not, then I would be cautiously optimistic. I would like to have a capable guy step in because we don't want this somebody to come along that sucks as Freddy because then we're really fucked and we might not ever have a nightmare again. So there's a lot of heat here. They have to get this right. So I think the safe bet is maybe having Robert Englund come back. So we'll get more into that once we get to that news story too. Okay. All right. Let's go to the next one. Okay. Yeah, that's it. Okay. So I covered all the super chats so far. Jimmy Dean. I love your sausages. That didn't sound right. Sorry, Jimmy. He says, do you think there should be a remake of an 80s horror movie aside from Halloween or Elm Street? I would definitely be interested in like Happy Birthday to Me. They could have some fun with that. And guys, let me know if they've already had a remake. There's a lot of those remakes that kind of slide under the radar that we never know about. But like I think Terror Train, am I right? That doesn't Terror Train have a remake that like nobody knows about? The Burning would definitely be a good remake. I mean the opportunities, the possibilities for The Burning. I think a lot of you guys are going to agree with me on that. That gets me excited just thinking about it. Give us another Burning movie for sure. Dave gets it. Dave Vanderhoff. Yeah. Let's see. What else? Because there's so many 80s slashers out there. You got... What's the one I'm thinking of where it takes place in the wilderness? And you got the one kill where the guy gets stabbed through the dick with a machete. God, what's the name of that movie? Damn it, I can't remember that. Help me out, guys. It's got a crazy freaking kill, and it's got a scene where the woman, like, the final girl, she punches the guy in the mouth, and, like, her arm goes down. Oh, my God, I don't have my freaking, you can only hear me talking. Hold on. I'm going to have to fix that. Damn it. Yeah, the arm goes all the way down the guy's throat. Okay, Just Before Dawn. Thank you, Colin. That would be an interesting remake for sure. Let me see if I can fix this real quick, guys. Give me a minute. Give me a minute. See if I can fix this. What did I do with it? I think I might have... So I think what I need to do is copy this because I might have accidentally deleted it, I think. Or actually, maybe I need to copy the... Yeah, I'll copy the whole thing. Then move it over here. Then come over here. Yeah, that's weird. And paste reference, duplicate. I always forget which one I should do. I'll say reference, maybe. Yeah, there we go. And then come up here. There we go. There we go. So that way you guys can see my pretty face. All right. All right. There we go. Yeah. Damn. We only did one funny so far. All right. Cool. Tammy and the T-Rex needs a reboot. There you go. I still need to see that one, Chris. All right. Next funny. Let's go. Let's go. All right. Oh, this is a one I saw recently. Funny enough, I watched Creed again today, and that's a cool picture. You know, where he's looking at like Rocky and Mickey in the window. I like that. You know, I watched Creed again today. Creed's really good though. I like the first Creed. It's really good. Did you guys see that there's a little bit of, speaking of drama, I guess there's a little bit of drama behind the scenes of Creed 3 because Frank Stallone, I guess he tweeted out, or no, he put out an Instagram post completely shit-talking Michael B. Jordan and basically stating that they were using Stallone and his property. It was pretty nasty stuff. And I think that he said like Stallone might have like hearted. That's his brother, so maybe that's why he's doing it. But Stallone hasn't said anything about it since, so I don't know. Yeah, that was pretty... I haven't heard anything about it since, and I know Creed 3 is coming out, I believe, early next year. So I'm curious, because Stallone's not going to be in Creed 3. He bowed out after... but he gracefully bowed out after Creed 2. So, I don't know. Next one's called DoorDash. DoorDash. Guys, can you relate to this? Do any of you guys DoorDash, by the way? I have never done a DoorDash. I always go out and pick up my food. Do any of you guys DoorDash? But food, $21.53. Delivery fee, $5. Tips, $6. That comes out to $93.89. There's always like some kind of hidden costs in there that just... yeah. And that's one reason why I guess I don't DoorDash. Because that shit's going to get expensive with the delivery fee and all that. Is that true? The delivery fee is only $5. Especially with the gas prices now, I would expect it to be a lot more. You know? But, yeah. That's crazy, though. All right, next one. Moving along. All right, next one. This one's called Footloose. Footloose. Destiny DoorDash last night. What'd you get, Destiny? And was it good, too? Like, that's another question I always have about DoorDash. Like, by the time it gets to your door, is it cold? Taco Bell, and it was great. All right, there you go. I get Tijuana Flats all the time. Like, I haven't had Taco Bell in a while because I love Tijuana so much. I'm, like, addicted to Tijuana. But I might have shared this one before. They don't offer any of those where I live. Lindsay, they don't have DoorDash in Canada? So Canada doesn't have DoorDash. They don't have American Bacon. They don't have... That might not be true. They might have American Bacon. They don't have conventions. Because I hear like there's no conventions near you guys either. Like, and it's either 150 degrees or it's like 3 degrees below zero. Yeah. I'm a fast food junkie. Oh my God. I eat way too much fast food. All right. Next one. This one's called Hero Leatherface. This one was making the rounds in the horror communities recently. Mind blown. Every single person killed in the Texas Chainsaw Massacre was trespassing on private property in Texas. They went inside the house. By state law, Leatherface was not only innocent, he was a hero. And I asked Destiny this too because she lives in Texas. Is this true? And she said it is. It's true. In Texas, if you watch Texas Chainsaw Massacre, it's like watching a Rocky movie. It's a guy who overcomes being trespassed on by teenagers that are up to no good, and so it's a beautiful story if you watch it in Texas. So yeah. All right, next one. Guys, this is going to blow your mind, okay? I want you guys to tell me who that is. And you can probably tell me because it says it right above him. But That is James Jude Courtney looking like a hunky boy. Isn't that crazy? That's James Jude Courtney. That's Michael Myers. And I think that's him in the 80s. Yeah, that's him in the 80s, but wow. That's pretty damn insane. But yeah, he shared that. Pretty crazy. Ashley Baker says, my husband is out of town. I ruptured my Achilles tendon, and I am on crutches. Can't drive. DoorDash saved me to go. So she does DoorDash because she's on crutches. So I can see how it can be really convenient. But yeah, James Jude Courtney with hair. Ladies, are you swooning? I mean, wow. That's James Jude Courtney. That's crazy. Okay. This one's called Kids Are Going to Love It. Kids Are Going to Love It. Okay. Kate Bush in 1985, after launching Running Up That Hill. I guess you guys aren't ready for that yet, but your kids are going to love it. That song has really taken over, I guess, the internet lately because of Stranger Things. By the way, I started rewatching Stranger Things season 4 again because I didn't really give it a fair shake the first time I watched it. It was more like, I guess, kind of background noise. And I'm 2 episodes in, and it's fucking awesome. So I'm glad I'm giving it another chance. And my God, it is such an homage to Nightmare on Elm Street. Like, big time. But, guys, let me play a song for you real quick. I'm not going to play that version. I'm going to play the Placebo version. I thought Placebo wrote this song, but I was poorly mistaken. And when I first heard the song in Stranger Things, I was like, wait, where have I heard this song before? Oh my God, this came out in the 80s? Hold on. Yeah, here we go. I'm going to talk it up like a radio host. Okay. WNBC. Top of the morning to you. It's 85 outside. Nuts to butts. Hotter than fuck. We got Placebo's new track, Running Up That Hill. Are you ready for it? Also, there is a sale on tacos at your local Taco Bell. You can get 2 for the price of 1. And anyway, yeah, Placebo, Running Up That Hill. Did I do it?
You wanna feel how it feels. You wanna know that it doesn't hurt me. You wanna hear about the deal I'm making.
This song is so good. Thank you, Alonzo. WNBC.
And if I only could make a deal with God and get him to swap our places, be running up that road, be running up that hill, be running up that building. If I only could.
Oh, did you say Cruel Intentions, Lindsay? Oh my God, that song, Every You, Every Me, I love that. You know what? Here we go, hold on. That dude has the coolest... Am I right, guys? He has the coolest voice I've ever heard. Cool. It's just a really cool sounding voice. Yeah, good stuff. Placebo. I love Placebo. Great band. All right. Next one. Where'd I go? Oh yeah, I let me pull it up here. Hold on. Lateral thinking. Here we go. Okay. Now listen, pay attention, guys. Pay attention. Here we go. Houston Airport receives many complaints about baggage wait times. In response, they moved baggage claim further away so the walk was longer than the wait. Passengers now had to walk 6 times longer in order to get their bags, and if they wanted to make a complaint, they had to walk 12 times longer to get back to the complaint desk. So complaints dropped to near zero. So if you did get a complaint, it was a real deal complaint. But you know what? Sometimes that's how you can cut your complaints down to zero. Just make it difficult for the customer. You know, instead of giving the customer what they want, great customer service, make it completely fucking difficult for them. And that's how you do it. All right, next one. All right, guys. MJ versus Ursula. Let's break it down, okay? Let's break it down. Mary Jane Watson versus Ursula Ditkovich. If you've seen Spider-Man 2 and 3, I think 2 and 3, Ursula's in there. Was she in the first one? She might have been. I don't know. But 2 very different types of love interest. And we're going to get into that. Okay, so Mary Jane, MJ, she needs acting lessons. Ursula is an excellent baker. Okay. I don't know what one has to do with the other, but I digress. Let's press forward. MJ left Peter when he needed emotional support. Ursula was there for Peter when he was lonely, and made him even cookies and milk. She made him cookies and milk. MJ leaves Peter because of his friendship with Gwen Stacy. Ursula encourages Peter to call, despite having a major crush on him. Yeah, remember, she's like, you should call MJ, you know? MJ gets engaged to rich, famous guy, but abandons him on their wedding day. That's fucked up. Ursula, no other guys. So far, I kind of see where this is going. All right. MJ leaves Peter on voicemail. Did she dump him on voicemail? There was that one moment she was going to pick it up too, and she's like, nah, fuck that. And Ursula doesn't leave Peter on voicemail. So, yeah, I think... so why did he go with MJ? Maybe that's where his heart was. I don't know. Or maybe Ursula, maybe she was a little bit, too giving. You know, I guess maybe you want the challenge a little bit. So there's a little bit of psychology here too, right? Chris Jan says, a huge congrats, growing subscriber, basically. You deserve it. My work days wouldn't be the same without your reviews. Thank you so much, Chris. I appreciate that, my man. Thank you so much. Very kind, very kind. Okay. Next one, we got Obi-Wan Laundry. Obi-Wan Laundry. Did any of you guys watch the new Obi-Wan show? If you did, I need your ratings out of 10. Did you like it? I saw that like horse diagram where, like you're drawing a horse and the sixth part of the horse looked, really beautiful. And everything else looked like it was drawn in crayon. So, yeah. Obi-Wan Laundry. Here we go. When it's 23, it might be, you know what, Mega Cat? It's the red hair. That's what'll do it every time. It's that damn red hair. There you go. Obi-Wan, when it's 23:30 p.m. So I'm familiar with what would you call that clock? The 24-hour clock? I was in the military for 24 years, and I can't tell you what that's called. But that would be 11:30 p.m. And you realize that the washing machine is full of laundry you forgot. We've always been there. We've all been there. And it's not fun. It's not funny, and it's not fun when you're away and you realize, oh shit, I didn't put the laundry in the dryer. So, yeah. Really, really sad. And you can see it on Obi-Wan's face. He realizes it. He doesn't like it at all. Okay. All right. Next one is called Pizza Boo. Pizza Boo. By the way, just to pat myself on the back, I give these the names. So, yeah. Military time. Thank you, Destiny. That's it. Military time. I was in the military. I forgot that it was called military time. What the fuck? Okay. Pizza Boo. Okay. Just saw this on my girlfriend's phone. Their customer service is like no other. Right? Pizza Hut says good night with 2 hearts. It's really nice. So much friendlier than Domino's. There could be something up there, though. Right, guys? There could be something up. You never can tell. You never can tell. Okay. We got to go to the next one. So, yeah, something's definitely up there. Okay? All right. Next one. This one's called Pumps Are Open. Pumps are open. Here we go. The gas pumps are open, and people are having a wonderful time. What the fuck is going on with gas prices? Like, is it $5 a gallon where you guys are yet? Because I think it's $5 a gallon here now, and there's no end in sight. And I don't think it's ever been this high. Now, what I can say is when I was in the military, I lived in Japan for 3 years, and I visited, like Germany on the way to deployments, Italy, all those places. Their gas prices, much higher than our gas prices. So I almost felt guilty when I was over there, like, why are our gas prices so much lower than theirs, I can't break down the economic structure. I'm not that well versed in that stuff with other countries, so I don't even want to offer my opinions on it. Brooke says we have $5 and Brooke, where are you at? $5.95. That's insane. Destiny says $4.60. Thank you, Outside the Nine. I appreciate that, man. The mayor, yeah. Man, it's crazy. Gas prices are just insane. I've spent $100 this past week, and Chris, that shit hurts, man, doesn't it? When you're pumping gas and you just keep seeing it going up past like $50, and you're like, God damn. It's tough out there, guys. It's tough out there. Get a bicycle. When I lived in Panama City Beach, Florida. No, not Panama City. It was Patrick Air Force Base, Florida. 20 years ago, I was stationed at Patrick Air Force Base. And $2 a liter. I don't even want to do that math. Lindsay, my brain hurts just reading that. All right. But yeah, I lived on base at Patrick Air Force Base, and luckily I had a bike, and my work, it was literally like maybe a 5-10 minute bike ride to work every day, and I got some exercise, so it was kind of cool. Okay. Next one, this one's called Sax. Okay. Yeah, you thought I said sex, didn't you? Sax. I think that's the guy from Lost Boys, maybe in the 70s, right? Because he looked a lot older in Lost Boys. So, but what you guys don't know is that he has been living in that loincloth for his entire life. Like, he was born, they put the loincloth on him, and they put a sax in his hand, and they put him in a little manger, and they pushed him down a what would you call that? Like a stream? They pushed him down a stream. So you had this little baby with this loincloth and a sax just floating down the river. And somebody eventually caught him, and they put him in Lost Boys. So, yeah. But, man, hell of a sax player, though. And hell of a loincloth. Okay. Next one. This one's called Scream Forever. Scream Forever. You guys are thinking that that's the title to the next Scream movie, but what you don't know is, come to Dimension Films, we have Scream. We have Scream with Michael Myers. We have Scream with Aliens. We have Scream with Dracula. Hold on, we get Scream with werewolves, and I don't know what Mindhunters is. Hold on, let me give you the full effect. Okay. Scream with cops. There you go. And I think that's the common denominator in the 90s is everything felt like Scream. And I don't know. I guess Kevin Williamson had probably a good amount to do with that. Like, cause I know he wrote some of those properties. But I think there's more to it than just that. There was more to it than there was something about the aesthetic of movies in the 90s, and they all just felt like Scream. It was very strange. You know? Very strange. Okay. The next one is called Stranger Things Season 32. There you go. Stranger Things Season 32. I think this might be the last season though, guys. But yeah, I saw somebody in there earlier stating that I think Chris said he hasn't watched a single episode of Stranger Things. It's a good show, and I'm telling you, season 4 is like full on horror. You know, season 1 and season 4 are definitely the best seasons, but there's some good stuff in season 2 and 3. So it's not like painful to get through those seasons. But let me tell you, season 4, it might be the best season, and I think that's according to what you're looking for. Because I think story-wise, season 1 might be the better story. But as far as horror goes, and even like Nightmare on Elm Street love, season 4, for sure. So season 5 will be the last season. You guys are on top of it. So now, Destiny, are you talking about, is season 5, is that considered season 5, what's coming January or July 1st? Lindsay says, I had a Vecna meme the other day, but it won't be funny to anyone that doesn't watch Grey's Anatomy. See, that's like 6 degrees. Does it have to have Kevin Bacon in it too, Lindsay? That's way too much work to get a laugh, all right? Okay. All right, next one. This one's called Superman. Superman happens to be my number 2 all-time favorite superhero. He might be my number 1, though. I grew up... the first movie I ever saw in the theater was Superman. Superman 2, actually. So, Superman's always been a big part of my life. I loved Christopher Reeve. I love Henry Cavill. Just the character. I love Superman. But he's the hardest character to nail down for some reason. And they can't get a franchise going for the guy for some reason. They did it with Christopher Reeve with 4 movies, but by the time they were on the 3rd movie, it was bad. You know? And maybe that's just because back then there wasn't too much competition comic book wise out. Really no competition. And so that's why they kept pumping out Superman movies. Like today, if they put out Superman 1 and 2 would be good, but they would end it after 2. There's no way 3 would be greenlit. Okay? Robin, how are you doing? Nice to see you. Always such a gift to see Robin Clancy in here. One of the sweetest people on the planet. Love you so much. Yes. Thank you, Robin. Okay. Okay, yeah, Superman. So I was on Superman. All right, so me, if I had Superman's powers, me just a week after. The Boys has been so fucking good this season. Did you guys see the last episode? What was it called? Herogasm? Oh my god, the last episode is so freaking hilarious. And I'm not going to spoil anything, okay? But let's just say they have the Herogasm sequence, which lasts quite a long time. You'll know what I'm talking about if you've seen it. And Beth, how are you doing? Yes, Beth, they should not have fired Richard Donner. Richard Donner was amazing. He was really, because he filmed Superman 1 and 2 at the same time. And then, I'll have to go back and watch the documentary, but they really, studio interference. This is nothing new. And they really got under his skin, and he was just like, fuck it. You guys handle it, I'm out. And that shit does happen a lot. So, but The Boys is genius because what if you had a really, really, really bad, evil Superman? A psychopathic Superman. Extremely dangerous. That's what you get with Homelander. Okay? And, this guy just really eats up the screen. He is so infectious. Just a fun character to watch. The guy that plays him, oh, wow, just does such an amazing job as Homelander. But, man, the last episode is so good because you have the Herogasm, and then you have this really awesome sequence, which I'm not going to spoil, at the end. And you got freaking Dean Winchester. Jensen Ackles is so good as Soldier Boy. Because Soldier Boy has powers that equal Homelander's. And it's Jensen fucking Ackles. Like, you can't go wrong. You can't go wrong with that at all. Destiny. Okay. Next one. This one's called U2, the greatest band ever. U2, The greatest band ever. Okay. Study finds no one ever actually liked U2. It's just that everyone thought everyone else did, and no one wanted to speak up and made it awkward. Yeah, guys, I don't think you really, like, U2 was really, really huge in, like, you know, the 80s and kind of all through the 90s. They're still around. But do you guys remember, like, a few years ago, they were trying to give their album away with an iPhone, like this new iPhone that came out, and it was like a red iPhone. And people started getting pissed off and said, how do I get this U2 album off my iPhone because I don't want it? That's got to be embarrassing for a band, you know? I like U2. They're not a band that I hate. Guys, this will be fun. Give me a band that you absolutely, really, really fucking hate. You know, everybody has one. A band that every time you hear them, you like grit your teeth. You want to throw shit at your radio. Give me a band that you really, really hate. Now, I will say on U2, comparing them to, like, you have to kind of put them in the new wave category with the 80s. And I almost like every other new wave band better than I like U2. It's just U2 had more hits. You know, and they kind of had some bad blood with New Order and Joy Division. Because, the guitarist and lead singer for New Order, he basically stated that U2 was a Joy Division New Order knockoff. They pretty much copied their formula. I don't know if I agree with that. I mean, if I listen to New Order and U2, they're very different. Plus, New Order is one of the most versatile bands I've ever heard in my life. You know, hell, even if you compare New Order to the previous incarnation of Joy Division, completely different sound. So I don't know if that's fair. I don't know if that's a fair assessment. But okay, Kid Rock, Nickelback, Blink-182. Let me see. What else? Nickelback. I don't know anyone who likes them. With or Without You was used in French. Yes, it was. YouTube does have some really good songs. They do. If you say Tool, Lee will ban you, that is true. I will block you from my channel. There was a time when Nickelback was big as hell. I'll say this about Nickelback. Their first album, the song Leader of Men, is a really great song. And Nickelback has a couple of good songs. They do, okay? I think it's just sometimes when a band gets too big, and then they have a Chad Kroeger. He rubs some people the wrong way. He never rubbed me the wrong way, but yeah. I mean, it's radio hits. That's what it is, okay? I guess it's just anytime you have, I call it cheeseburger music. Everybody likes a good cheeseburger, right? There's nothing wrong with a good cheeseburger. And, you know, there's a lot of bands like that, like Nickelback and Creed and, you know, what's some other bands that are like that, guys? I'm trying to think. There's a whole genre of it probably in the mid 2000s. You could even say that some of the new metal type stuff was like cheeseburger rock. And there's nothing wrong with that. Okay? It's just a certain type of music. It's not my favorite, but if some of it comes on the radio and I listen to it, you know, like even Five Finger Death Punch. There are some Five Finger Death Punch songs that really make me get angry, like just annoying. But having said that, their first album does have some, like, The Bleeding is a really, really great. You know what? I'm going to play a really good Five Finger song, okay? The Bleeding is a really good song, actually. Hold on. Yeah, here we go. WNBC. Everybody get your fucking lighters in the air right now. This song has a vibe to it. It really does. Air guitar. get the fuck up. I don't want to turn this song is like, it gets my blood pumping. There's something about this damn song. We'll get to the chorus. Okay, hold on. Levi, you're better off without me. God damn, I got chill bumps. That's some powerful shit. That's the power of music, though. And yes, I do have holes in my jeans. All right, I got a hole in my butt. I do, but I love these jeans. You guys have a pair of jeans that are just so comfortable that you like they could literally be set on fire and you'd still try to find a way to wear them. That's these jeans. Okay. All right, man, that was fun. All right, next one. That is my Uncle Wyman. Guys, that's a good-looking man right there. He died in shortly after Vietnam. He went to Vietnam, and he passed away before I was born. So I'll have to ask my dad. That's my dad's brother. I think he passed away in 72. I was born in 73. But, yeah, I'll have to ask my dad. I think, man, because I know that he was around when my sister was born, and my sister loved him. And she was only a couple years old when he passed away. But, yeah, I just want to mention my Uncle Wyman. I told my mother, hey, send me a picture of Uncle Wyman, okay? I wish I would have got to meet him. But, yeah, thank you for your service, Uncle Wyman. Guys, that was a good-looking man, wasn't it? I think he had some, like, really, really pretty eyes, you know? I'm proud of that. I'm proud of how good-looking my uncle was, okay? Clearly related by marriage. Yeah, I know. I didn't get my Uncle Wyman's looks. Damn it. When I look at his picture, I love him, but I'm pissed off at how good looking he is. That's a good looking man. God damn it. I bet he looks good in holy jeans, right? One for you, Uncle Wyman. I'm going to hold up my drink for Uncle Wyman. Uncle Wyman. I bet, you know what? He looks like he was like a man's man, too, you know? Like Uncle Wyman, I bet he kicked ass. I always have these, like, what was Uncle Wyman like, you know? My dad said he was a pretty tough guy, you know? He's got a little bit of that, like, Eddie and the Cruisers thing going on, like a Michael Pare. A little bit. Dark side's going now, nothing is real. Yeah. Okay. Next one. Veggie freezer. I choose healthy lifestyle. The vegetables in your freezer while you're grabbing the ice cream for the third time today. One thing about Game of Thrones is it always looked like it was really, really, really fucking cold. You know, like painfully cold to be, because they actually, because some sets they'll shoot it in like a sound stage and they'll have like fake snow in there, but no, that shit looked really, really cold. So let's see, am I done? I like that we did the yeah, we got one more. This one's called Work Sucks. Work Sucks. Okay. When I die, I hope it's early in the morning so I don't have to go to work that day for no reason. Right, guys? Because I got to go to work tomorrow. Do any of you have to go to work tomorrow? I'm not looking forward to that. Yeah. Adrian, yes, I will be... I'll be 49 next month. So, Jesus, man, god damn, when I say that, the fucking years just fly by. It's insane. It's insane. Don't get old, guys. Don't get old. Okay. All right. So we got time to do the news stories. Man, guys, you guys are really... Give yourself a freaking round of applause or just drinks. Thank you so much. You guys are being awesome tonight. Love hanging out with you guys. I think it's been like three weeks since I did a live stream. But man, you guys make this shit easy. You make it fun. All right. So now we're gonna do the news stories. Finally, this maybe we should do this from now on. I don't know what you guys think. Should we start out with the funnies or start out with the news? Let me know. Let me know. Let me go back over here. Okay. All right. So let's go to the first news story. That's not it. Hold on. Let me find it. Oh, I know. Yeah, because I had that open. Hold on. Here we go. Yeah, so I can close that. All right. So here we go. Netflix's Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2 rumors have begun to swirl. Let me put this over here. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Chance, Lee, be honest, are you aging backwards like Benjamin Button? According to my body, no. Okay? My back went out probably like 5 days ago, and I have literally been recovering for like the last 5 days, and it sucks. So that's why I say getting old sucks, and I try to stay active, I try to exercise and everything like that, but yeah, the body, it just requires a little bit more care the older you get. So yeah, it's not fun. All right, here we go. Netflix's Texas Chainsaw Massacre rumors have begun to swirl. Okay, it's been 4 months since Netflix premiered Texas Chainsaw Massacre, a brand new legacy sequel to Tobe Hooper's original horror classic that arrived on February 18th. We haven't heard a peep about the franchise's future since then, but as of this week, rumors have started to swirl that Netflix might be looking to continue the storyline with a couple of sequels. Okay. Yes, the rumor is that Netflix is looking to order up not just one, but possibly even 2 Texas Chainsaw Massacre sequels. A rumor that Bloody Disgusting has not been able to confirm. We have heard, however, that Netflix has very much discussed the possibility of potential sequels to their... Aren't they just kind of restating the same thing over and over? We checked with our sources and can confirm that Netflix had most definitely discussed plans for sequels ahead of the release. Performance pending. In other words, Netflix would gladly bring Leatherface back for more if enough people streamed Texas Chainsaw Massacre this year. That was my question. Like, how successful was that Netflix movie? Which begs the question, was the film's performance strong enough to warrant more? Okay. Here's what we know. In its debut weekend, Texas Chainsaw Massacre came in the number 2 spot on Netflix's global charts for the week. Viewed by subscribers more than 29 million hours in those first few days. In its second week being available on Netflix, the legacy sequel was the number 3 most watched movie on the streaming service, suggesting it was definitely a hit. Yeah, I think it was a hit. As far as Netflix goes. Netflix has only provided numbers on the film for those first 2 weeks, so the trail goes cold from there. But we do know that Texas Chainsaw Massacre director David Blue Garcia is very much interested in picking up the chainsaw again, revealing in an interview back in February that he's already got some really cool ideas for where the franchise could go next. In the post-credit scene, or the post-credit teaser scene for Texas Chainsaw Massacre, we saw Leatherface return to the infamous house from Tobe Hooper's original classic. The place where the nightmare began. A battered and bloodied Leatherface stumbles down a dirt path carrying his trusty chainsaw, the filmmakers revealing his old family home as the monster's new destination. No word on whether or not producer Freddy Alvarez would remain involved for any subsequent Texas Chainsaw Massacre films. from legendary Netflix, but we'll report more as we learn. So 2 sequels. I really, really, really had a good time. A good time with the Texas Chainsaw Massacre movie on Netflix. And that's all I was looking for. When I think about Texas Chainsaw Massacre, I'm not trying to get philosophical. I'm not trying to learn any life lessons. I just want to see a chainsaw-wielding maniac killing people. That's pretty much all I want. Did I get that in the last movie? Oh boy, did I. Okay? And I think that's what it comes down to. What do you want out of your Texas Chainsaw Massacre movie? And also, continuity-wise, this would be a nice step in the right direction because none of the movies, except for, I think, the remake and the prequel, are even connected. You know, I think loosely, very loosely, the first and second are connected, but if you said no, I wouldn't argue with you. It is the most fucked up continuity in all of horror, I think, Texas Chainsaw. So the fact that they're wanting to do a full 2 more movies, making it a trilogy, that's pretty exciting to me, actually, because at least, you know, maybe you have some characters that were in that first. Because remember, spoiler alert, I'm sure if you guys wanted to watch Texas Chainsaw Massacre, you would have watched it right now. So if you haven't seen it, I'm going to give you a quick little spoiler. So 5 seconds, 4, 3, 2, 1. At the end, when Leatherface chainsaws one of the main characters' head off in front of the other main character as she speeds away, there is one survivor. So there's they could bring that person back in the new movie. Now, the thing is, I can't remember the young actress's name, but I've seen her around doing a lot of TV. She was in Barry, which, by the way, Barry, oh my, if you guys aren't watching Barry, get on that shit. That is such a great show. Bill Hader. But yeah, she's in Barry, but she's been in a million things. So she might be a very busy actress, and she might not even be interested in doing another Texas movie unless she signed a contract to do 2 more, you know? Jimmy Dean says the last Chainsaw movie sucked without Marilyn Burns, but maybe Terry McMinn can make a comeback. Well, I mean, to be fair, Marilyn Burns never had an active role after the first movie. She's made appearances. She was in Texas Chainsaw 3D, but I mean, I don't think obviously they had the character Sally in the last one. At the end of the day, it didn't really bother me that Marilyn Burns wasn't in the movie. Okay, and that's just a personal thing. But don't get me wrong, I adore Marilyn Burns. I think she's one of the most important women ever in horror. One of the most important characters in horror. So I'm not trying to take anything away from Marilyn Burns. She is a godsend. Okay? But this is the Texas Chainsaw Massacre franchise. And she's not Laurie Strode. And I don't mean that comparing her to Laurie Strode. I'm just saying she hasn't been in, 5, 6 sequels? So she's not the same type of character as Laurie Strode is. That's what I'm trying to say. I love Sally. You know? I think Sally was kind of the weak spot of the last movie because I couldn't really get invested in the character as much. But I had fun around Sally, you know? So yeah, Sally's dead anyway. So she's not coming back for any more movies. But you know what? I think there's room to grow. I do like the style of the director that did the movie. And I am curious to see where the story could go if he's got 2 more movies in mind. You know? So, yeah, I say bring it on. Let's see. George Hellman says the first 3 Texas Chainsaw Massacres are pretty much all I need. Well, I don't even really like the 3rd Texas Chainsaw Massacre, George. I like the first and the second. I love the remake. I love the prequel. Texas Chainsaw 3D I think is highly underrated. I have so much fun with Texas Chainsaw 3D. Love the new one. There's a lot of Texas movies that I really, really like. It might be one of my most, I guess, consistently liked franchises out there. Okay? Because I'm trying to think of which movies I really hate that I don't like. I don't think I hate any of them. I do. Yeah, Next Generation. I think. Yeah, I don't like that movie at all. That's a really that's a frustrating movie. Okay, you got a very memorable performance by McConaughey, but wow, that's a frustrating movie. Oof, really bad. Oof. Okay. Did anyone else enjoy Texas Chainsaw 3D? Brandon, dude, you've heard me freaking shout it to the mountaintop. I love that movie to death. Okay. All right. Let's see. Let me go to the next news story. Hey, Beth. See Beth in there. Okay. Next news story. Let me go over here and change it. Okay. So I can close that out. Okay. And this one's the one I'm really curious about. Jason Blum believes he could get Robert Englund to play Freddy Krueger one more time. You have my attention. You have my attention. And before I start reading this, I need your opinions on this, guys. Yay or nay, would you welcome Freddy Krueger back? Not Freddy Krueger. Would you welcome Robert Englund back? What are your thoughts on that? Do you think he's too old? I will say this before I even start reading. I think Jason Blum has a trilogy in mind. Okay? Also, think about this too, guys. James Jude Courtney from the Halloween franchise is 65, something like that. Robert Englund he's older. He's like 70s. Like, guys, is he like early 70s? Something like that. Again, if he's healthy, they might be able to squeeze a trilogy out of Robert Englund. And I think if they could do that, it could be really interesting. Okay? Because this is a chance to bring Freddy, I guess, back to the dark side. You know, I want a more dark and evil. You can throw in some little fun moments in there. You know, some quotable lines. Welcome to primetime, bitch. I mean, you got Robert Englund. Okay, nobody can deliver those lines better than the guy. So yeah, have at it, have fun, but keep it dark. You know. And I used to be on the other side of this, but over the years I've started rethinking this. I used to be like, no, let's start anew, let's get somebody else. But with this whole requel age that we live in right now, I might be for it. Okay? Darren says he's 75. So if you want to get a trilogy out of him, you better get on it. You better get on it. Okay? I don't know health-wise how up to par, I guess, Robert, that's a horrible way to put it, but I don't know how healthy he is. That's the biggest thing, you know? There's some 75-year-olds that are freaking, like, guys, when I was in Japan, I seen 75-year-olds that were healthier than most American 30-year-olds, and I am not making that up. They could run a marathon. They could run a 5K faster than anybody I've ever seen. So that's what it all comes down to. If he's staying healthy, and you know if he feels like he can do it, then I'm all for it. I'm all for it. So let's read this story. Okay, let's read this story because it does have me excited. The one franchise I want so badly is Nightmare. Okay, Jason Blum has made it clear many times over the years that he'd love to bring the Nightmare on Elm Street and Friday the 13th franchises into the Blumhouse family alongside Halloween and The Exorcist, which is certainly always a possibility in the future. The Friday rights are still tangled up in a legal mess, of course, but what's the latest on the Elm Street franchise? Speaking with Screen Rant while promoting The Black Phone last week, Jason Blum indicated that if Blumhouse is able to get into bed with Freddy, he's confident he'd be able to get Robert Englund back to play the Dream Demon one more time. I like that. Confident that he could. So that means he probably has some sort of relationship with Robert Englund. They've probably had some, light discussions in the past. This despite Englund saying several times in recent years that his days of donning the makeup are probably behind him. If he's stating that, then that could be related to health reasons. Okay? Which, if that is the case, then maybe Jason Blum has a plan of action. Let's get him a personal trainer. Let's get him, on a routine. Let's get him on a new diet. You know, I mean, how serious do you want to go with this thing? And it's all up to Robert Englund. If Robert Englund says, hey, I guess I'm repairable, you can get me into shape to play this role, then hey, let's go. 75, he's young, Blum continues, referring to Englund. It's been a few years since we've heard a peep about the Nightmare on Elm Street franchise, with Bloody Disgusting reporting back in 2019 that the Craven estate was seeking out pitches for a potential next installment in the series. The U.S. rights to the franchise reverted back to the Craven estate a few years ago. So they're holding the cards at the moment. That tells me that Blumhouse is probably in talks with the Craven estate. And usually when they're in talks, this shit doesn't get out to the public until there's an actual official announcement. So, and I don't think Jason Blum would say that unless some shit is going down at the moment. So, the Elm Street situation is far less complicated than the Friday the 13th in that Craven created Freddy and wrote the original screenplay for the New Line Cinema released a Nightmare on Elm Street. Wes Craven's estate is the sole owner of the U.S. rights to Freddy and Nightmare on Elm Street, while New Line Cinema continues to own the international rights. Wes Craven's estate can keep it simple and make a deal with Warner Brothers New Line Cinema and keep it all in the family, or a slightly more complicated route would be to align with a different domestic distributor, Sony, Lionsgate, Universal, that would partner with Warner Brothers New Line, the latter of which would handle the international release. And this is all stuff that I'm sure that they're trying to figure out first before they go to the next step of casting, including England. Blumhouse could certainly factor into the situation, but as far as we're aware, no deals have been made for now. A new Elm Street with England is merely a Blumhouse dream project. Okay. This sounds like it could be years down the road, unfortunately. And with that bodes less likely that Robert Englund would be able to come back, because 75 is definitely up there, and you know we're inching towards 80. If they're doing a trilogy, he probably would be 80 by the time they got to it. So it would be tough to go that route. Lindsay brings up a good point about Flanagan. Flanagan's always been my number one, just because the guy's a great director, and B, he really wants, he put out a tweet saying, put me in, coach. He wants the job. So I want a director that's at that caliber. I mean, Flanagan he's so big now that eventually he's not going to even think about doing Nightmare, because he's going to get projects that are massive. He's just that big of a director right now. So if they want to get him, I think they need to get him quick. Now, I think Flanagan has an idea that doesn't include Robert Englund. Okay, this is just my own speculation. I don't know this for sure, but this was a couple years ago. Flanagan was talking about it, and I don't remember them stating anything about Robert Englund coming into the picture. So if Flanagan had his own idea, I think it's probably some sort of soft reboot, or maybe a new story altogether. Who knows? Because just the idea of a killer coming into your dreams, there's a lot of different directions, but one thing you definitely want to keep concrete is Freddy Krueger. You definitely want the character of Freddy Krueger, and you definitely want him to have the fedora, the knives for fingers, and you definitely want to have the sweater. But outside of that, it's fair game. You can kind of do whatever you want. So I just want them to freaking get something going. That's the biggest thing with Nightmare. I love the franchise so much. Like I said, it's one of those franchises where the good movies are amazing. Nightmare 1, Nightmare 2. Yes, I think Nightmare 2 is so underrated and so amazing. Nightmare 3. Dream Warriors is the ultimate horror sequel. It is just the creme de la creme. It's almost lightning in a bottle. You should never get a sequel that's that good. to have a returning leading lady in Nancy come back, to have such a great, epic story with likable characters. I mean, the Dream Warriors, what is it, like 5 kids? And every one of them had their own personality. And it's just like lightning in a bottle. It's amazing that they were able to pull off Dream Warriors. So, 4 is fun. And then we start, and I've had some fun with 5 for sure. I don't like 6 at all. Okay? And I'll even say it. I have fun with the remake. I do. Okay? Is it perfect? Hell no. Is there too much CGI? Hell yeah. But I think Jackie Earle Haley does a pretty reputable job as Freddy. I like that they made it dark and creepy. And I really liked Katie Cassidy in it. I thought she was amazing. She was really great. I wish she would have been Nancy. But still, there's definitely some fun. And Kyle Gallner is in it. And by the way, guys, have you guys seen the trailer for Smile? I think it's called Smile. Thanks, hey dude, I appreciate that, man. I just saw this trailer with the black phone the other day. That's probably it's probably jumped to the top of my I can't wait to watch this. And Kyle Gallner looks like he has a really substantial role in it, because I think he got gypped in Scream. Like, the guy didn't really get to do anything in Scream 5, you know? But he looks like he has a big part in this Smile movie. And the first thing I thought about with Smile, and I know I'm switching gears over here to Smile, but the first thing I thought about with Smile was, remember Truth or Dare? And they had this stupid CGI face in Truth or Dare, and it was just embarrassing, and it completely took me out of the movie. Truth or Dare was one of the worst movies of that year. I'm pretty sure I gave it maybe worst movie of the year. It was horrible. So I saw this trailer for this new movie called Smile, and I was like, that's pretty much what they should have done with Truth or Dare, because they don't use CGI. It's just a character doing this really creepy looking smile, and it works. You know, as soon as you start throwing CGI in there and you start contorting the face, but it looks fake, completely takes you out of the movie. And that's what happened with Truth or Dare. Every time that stupid smile would come on their face, I'd be like, what the fuck is that? It's stupid. So if you guys haven't seen the trailer for Smile, you know what? Fuck it. We'll watch the trailer, okay? Because I think some of you haven't seen this trailer. This looks really good, actually. Let me know what you guys think. I'm going to pull it up right now. Okay, hold on. Smile here we go. Let me click this. All right, here we go. Let me pull this back up. All right, guys, get ready for this. Get ready. Are you ready? Here we go.
What is it you like to talk about?
My patient. Hi. I know you're nervous.
Stop
I
it,
just wanna
Lindsay.
have a chat.
I'm seeing something no one else can see except for me. It's smiling at me. Oh my God!
Yesterday, a patient in your care died brutally in front of you.
I need to find an explanation for what happened.
It's smiling at me. It's smiling at me.
You're going to die! You're going to die! You're going to die! You're going to
I found 20 cases involving 19 victims with a direct line linking them all together.
There he goes, Kyle Gallner.
You said only 19. Why is it that everybody else who's seen it is dead and you're alive? I've seen it too. How long between each victim's death?
None of them survived longer than a week.
Today's my 4th day.
I am not gonna keep running.
I have to face it.
How does it make you feel?
I'm just really scared that something bad is going to happen.
I almost wish they wouldn't have showed that in the trailer, because that last scene, imagine seeing that in the theater and not knowing that it's coming. Oh my God, it looks really good. It looks fun. Wow. Okay. All right, guys. You got me for 10 minutes. So if you want to ask me any questions, any burning questions, fire away, okay? And again, man, 50,000, I really appreciate, every watch, all the love and support that you guys have given me over the years. And I guess just letting me do my channel on my own terms and covering the content that I want to cover. And it hasn't always been easy, but it's always been fun doing it. Covering horror movies, doing rankings, doing top 10s, doing these streams. I love doing these streams and just chatting it up with you guys. So it's been really fun. It really has been fun. So any burning questions? Okay. Gumby Neck. Yes, that's a good name for it, Brandon. Gumby Neck. Jason Morby's, man, I've been wanting to watch The Watcher with Micah Monroe, and every time I plan on going to see it, then something happens and I can't go see it. So, yeah. Who would win in here we go, Scott Lauderdale. Who would win in a fight between Darth Vader and Michael Myers, and why? I gotta say Vader. Just because Vader, he's way too powerful. He could literally pick Myers up and make his body completely explode. Okay. Let's see. Have you watched Lamb yet? No, that's one that passed by me, Darren. I haven't gotten the chance to watch it. Where in the Human Centipede would you want to be in? Now, that's the question. Do I have to answer that? I guess you'd want to be in the front, right? That's a really bad question. But it's a really good question, too. I wouldn't want to be in the back, I'll tell you that. And I definitely wouldn't want to be in the middle. Okay? Robert Parks, thoughts on Prey, new Predator film, looks okay. And producers promise a lot of bloodshed. Now that I didn't know that last part. From the only trailer I saw was it looks kind of like Apocalypto. I've lost all hope on any new Predator movies probably a long time ago. The last movie was pretty bad. Which is sad, too, because it started off kind of entertaining with the characters, and then it just takes a nosedive off a cliff. But I'll give any new Predator movie a chance. I love the characters so much. The first Predator is one of my all-time favorite movies. So, yeah. Destiny says she would be the front, of course. Okay, question, Lee. All the horror films you've seen, what would you say had the darkest and saddest ending of the ones you've seen so far? I think without a doubt, I would say Antichrist. That is a really, really depressing movie. Also Hereditary. Like if you want to get sad on a horror movie, The Lodge, Hereditary, Antichrist, that's like a sad trilogy there for you. And when you're done with that trilogy, you might want to, I don't want to say that, but yeah. Jimmy Dean, Ellie Cornell, or Jamie Lee Curtis? Ellie Cornell. And what's funny is when I met Danielle Harris, I told her, I literally told her this. I said, I much prefer you and Ellie Cornell over Jamie Lee Curtis. I told her that, and it felt good to tell her that. And by the way, I did say the first time I met Danielle Harris, it wasn't the best experience. That was my fault. It wasn't her fault. I clammed up. This last time I met her, she was an absolute sweetheart. You know, I wrote down my questions. That's the key. If you guys want to like talk, like have a conversation with a celebrity, just jot a couple things down that you wouldn't mind asking them. That'll get the conversation going, because that's what I did. Worked out really great. Tony Chappie says, question, Lee, seeing trend of toxic behavior from Star Wars fans that have absolutely hated on Disney Star Wars and feel the need to bully or send death threats to actors. Oh, man. You know, Chappie, I'm glad you mentioned that. There is quite a few channels out there right now that all they do is spread toxicity, and it's like they won't even give it a chance. If it has the word Disney and the word Star Wars attached to it, they're already at their computer. They already have their little screen set up, and they're just waiting for any news to drop so they can make a video, any nugget to drop so they can make a video bashing Disney and bashing Star Wars. And to me, that's just not a way to enjoy content. It's not a way to enjoy movies. And really, they're really showing their true colors, because all they're trying to do is get clicks, get money. In the end of the day, these are people that make a living off of YouTube. And that's fine and dandy, but what do you do when the well the well dries out? Yeah. What do you do when the Star Wars well dries out? Or will it ever dry out? Then you gotta go over to some other property to shit on that, because that's all their videos are, is shitting on everything, you know? And I can't watch 5 minutes of those videos. I get so annoyed by it. I don't like negativity. You know, I'll rip apart a bad movie like nobody's business. You know, I'm not saying I don't like giving fair criticism to movies if they're bad. No, I'll do that to my dying days. But what I am saying is creating fake negativity, I guess. I don't like that at all. I think it's disgusting, and I can see right through it. And all they're trying to do is just get clicks. That's all it is. If you're making 20 videos about Obi-Wan Kenobi, and all it is just spreading hate and negativity and almost trying to drive everybody to do a battle cry against Disney, I don't like it. I think it's disgusting. That doesn't mean that like Disney's Star Wars content is great. I have my opinions about a lot of it. I don't like The Last Jedi. I don't like Rise of Skywalker, but I wouldn't make 12 videos about Rise of Skywalker. What's the point in that other than trying to get clicks? It's stupid, you know? So, Robert Parks, are you talking about that Star Wars girl lately? She's been on a rant too much. I've heard of Star Wars girl. I don't think I've ever watched any of her videos. I'm not going to mention any of the channels, but there's a few that come to mind that I've seen pop up here and there, and like that's all they do. That's all they do is just talk negativity, and it's just like I would get tired of that, to be honest, guys. After a while, I would just be like, God damn, I gotta shit on a single topic yet again. Is there anything else out there? You know, I like positivity. I really do. I love positivity. So, yeah, that's a long answer, but it's annoying to me. It's really annoying. But that's YouTube for you. You know, that's YouTube these days. Negativity does sell. Chris Stuckman recently put out a video. Watch his Obi-Wan review, and he talks about it. He talks about how this day and age, you have to explain yourself for liking something. If it's like Star Wars, because you're going to get attacked if you like it. That's where we're at, you know? Derek Smith, do you watch the John Campea show? Absolutely. I don't watch him every day, but I do watch John Campea quite a bit. He has some really interesting ideas. He's very fair and balanced with his criticism on things. He shoots you straight, and he's entertaining. That's what it all comes down to, too. I really like John Campea. He's one of the channels that I definitely like to check out. Yeah. Baby Yoda versus Michael Myers. Who wins? Johnny Utah. Give me two. There is a sandwich shop around the corner that has Subway sandwiches. Utah. Get me two. I don't know. I guess Michael Myers would win because Baby Yoda hasn't really fully... but Michael Myers doesn't kill like babies. So maybe it's a tie. Maybe it's a tie. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I guess another thing too was like, and I'm probably gonna piss off some of you here, but there's some channels all they cover is the Amber Heard Johnny Depp thing. And guys, I'm Team Johnny Depp all the way. I'll say that. I probably shouldn't even say that publicly because you could get some throwback. But that's personal. That's their personal business, and I don't know. I wouldn't feel good just publicly providing commentary on that, like over and over and over again too. And there's channels that are making big money off of that. But again, it's like I saw one of the channels, and I'm part of the problem because I watched it, but I saw one of the channels where the guy's little box is like right in, like if you're looking at the screen right now where I'm at, like he had a little window at the bottom left corner of the screen, and all the video is just playing a clip of Amber Heard making one of her faces and him just reacting to it. You know, like 2 million views. So it's just like, God, it's easy content. I guess that's what it is. It's like easy content. No work goes into it whatsoever. You know, no blood, sweat, and tears. I've talked too long about it. So, yeah. Dave Vanderhoff, you get the last question. Have you watched the Netflix Asian zombie show called All of Us Are Dead? No, but I've seen it pop up. I'm really, really picky with TV shows for some reason. A lot of times I won't, I don't know, there's something, and it's my fault. Like sometimes I'm just like, I don't feel like watching that, you know? Whereas if it's a movie, I'm more inclined to watch it. Beth, you nailed it. It shows how ignorant we are as a society anymore. And that's just the way it is. Really, the social media generation, and I'm not going to go crazy here and get political or anything on you, but yeah, it's just like sometimes when you open up Twitter, it's kind of sad. You know, everybody wants to pick a side instead of stepping back and maybe thinking about a situation. And I don't work that way. You know, I don't like, I'm picking this side or I'm picking this side. You know, I want to get all the facts, all the information. If it's something that I should even be involved in with an opinion. But yeah, it's just, everybody's got to pick a side these days. It's really strange. It's really strange. So anyway, guys, we made it. Thank you for making this easier than I thought it was going to be. I really enjoyed the stream. Again, thank you for getting me to 50,000 because you guys, I couldn't do this without you guys. Okay, you guys are a big part of this. You are the 50,000 subscribers. I appreciate it. You know, and love hanging out with you guys. I hope you all have a wonderful night. Lindsay can finally get some sleep. And take care of one another. And hopefully I'll see you guys sooner than later for the next live stream. Okay? What a blast I had with you guys. Take care of each other. 2 kisses.